Hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. New week, new chances, new opportunities, and of course, it looks like the same old Arsenal. Same old Arsenal, same pain, same everything. And to be honest, no idea what's going on, no idea what is happening, what's gonna happen. All we know is that tomorrow, Arsenal have Carabao Cup game at the Emirates against Newcastle. A game which pretty much you could arguably say is the most important game of this season as of yet. Let's just put it that way, because let's be real, the league is gone. Champions League never gonna happen. FA Cup, it's only like round of 16, and Carabao Cup is the easiest cup to win, and we are in the semi-final. So this is arguably for Arsenal the easiest chance for Arsenal to get some silverware this season. But Newcastle is in our way in the semi-finals over two legs. First one is at home at Emirates tomorrow. Other one's the beginning of February at St. James Park. And if we want to have any chance to progress through whatsoever, we need to win tomorrow at least 2-3-0. Minimum. Because we have gone to St. James Park in the last 2 years, and we have had only one shot on target in 2 years at St. James Park, and both games we have lost. So yeah, it's not looking great. So we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about, of course, waffle settings, Mikel Arteta press conference before the Newcastle game, and we're going to look at some transfer rumors and stuff like that. And of course, the big one, that Nwaneri is injured. Big up Nathan in the chat. Only seven first-team players have trained up ahead of Newcastle. This is going to be fun. Good news is that Timber is back because he can actually play. So due to yellows and everything, he didn't play on the weekend, but he can play now. We're gonna talk about Pixar and everything. Can we not talk about Vlahovic? Let's be real. As I said, some things are unavoidable. It's Vlahovic. Daily Dušan is pretty much back. Douglas Luiz is available. We are not linked with Luiz, but we should be. To be honest, we have been linked with Douglas Luiz 3 years in a row. First year, in January, even 35 million or 40 million, Arsenal decided, well, too expensive and all that crap, and now it's all done and dusted. Let's be real, it's all done and dusted, and he has moved to Juventus. Maybe he'll be available, maybe not. He doesn't have too much playtime there, but he's playing nonetheless. And yeah, will Arsenal get him? I don't think so. I think the ship also has sailed on him. Arsenal should be looking at someone better. But we're going to look in all of that in a split second. And of course, if you're new around here, smash thumbs up, like the thing, subscribe, share it around, leave your thoughts down in the live chat and all that stuff. And today, we're going to kick things off with, well, not this picture, maybe per se, but with this. Bad news for Arsenal. Fabrizio Romano confirms, and everyone else, that Nwaneri will be out with muscular injury. When I saw that it's muscular, I said it's going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks. And unfortunately, he has picked up an injury, and it's going to be out for a few weeks, as I predicted. That's what Mikel Arteta said in that interview. And yeah, we're going to get into deep dive a bit more into that one. And it's kind of mad. It's genuinely kind of mad. And I don't think it's going to be the last of injuries that we're going to see in the nearest future. It's only the 6th of January. We have played 2 games in January already. And with 25 days to go in January, we still have 7 games to play. Do you think we can get through all of this with our squad, with avoiding injuries and suspensions and all that stuff? No, we can't. In my opinion, we're gonna get injured. And let's not forget, when early February 2nd, February 3rd, something like that, we also are playing Manchester City. So it's not that far away as well. And to be honest, in January, in meantime, we have to play Newcastle, United, we have to play Spurs, we have to play some bigger teams, so it's not going to be that easy of a ride, especially with our squad. But again, another 17-year-old, another youngster, and he's injured. It's a massive blow for Arsenal, in my opinion, because he alone, single-handedly, was doing better than our so-called experienced players on the pitch, like Sterling, let's be real, like Jesus, who's on 260 a week, like Havertz, who's 280 a week, like Martinelli on 170 a week and everything. He was doing much better. The 17-year-old was carrying. He actually looked the most dangerous one in our attack. And now he is injured as well. So the big question is, who is going to play right wing tomorrow? Who is going to play? How are we going to look? What's going to happen tomorrow? Because at the moment, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of shitting bricks for tomorrow's game. because tomorrow will show what is what, where we stand. And currently, with no proper links, with no proper signings at this stage, it's looking hella peak. It genuinely is looking hella peak. But Ethan Nwaneri unfortunately is out. Wishing him a speedy recovery. And this is for all the top gooners who said that we had 8 out of 10 summer window. We are paying the price here. Over the years, slowly but steadily, we are paying the price. In other news, Marco Asensio allegedly is available. Allegedly, it's a rumor, obviously, but we ride. Real Sociedad is interested, Juventus, West Ham, and for some weird goddamn reason, also Arsenal are interested. Obviously, Asensio plays predominantly right wing, so it kind of stands to a point why he would be available. But I'm gonna tell you this much. This is the same level as signing Nwaneri for a striker. I don't want him near Arsenal one single bit. Asensio in 2025. Are you mad? I much rather sign Isco from Real Betis at the moment than sign Asensio. I'm gonna put it that way. I have a soft spot for Isco. I'm not biased because I love Isco. I love him since his Malaga days, since that Malaga team with Demichelis, Camacho, Roque Santa Cruz, and Joaquin, and players like that when they played against Borussia Dortmund in semi-finals, that epic games and everything. I love him from those days, and I would much rather sign Isco than Marcos Asensio. Exactly, Les Nathan is saying Asensio in 2025. Are we drunk? What are we doing here? Why are we even linked with him? It's like Arsenal in the recent windows get linked predominantly with players we have been linked before, over the years, if you think about it. There's Vlahovic, there is of course Asensio, there last year it was Benzema even at some level in January. There are loads of players we have been linked with over the years, and now all of a sudden we are linked with them again. Like, what is happening at Arsenal? What is happening with Arsenal in general? But this is specific for Nathan. Nathan said that he doesn't want to talk about this. He doesn't want to talk about this, but we're gonna talk about this. Daily Dušan Vlahovic. We are back. We are back for Daily Dušan. Injected. But we inject it in our veins. Daily Dušan is back. Apparently, Arsenal are prioritizing Dušan Vlahovic as the top January target, with Arteta favoring him over a direct Saka replacement. If a Vlahovic deal stalls, alternatives for Bukayo Saka, who is expected back in March, maybe even later on, which I think it's gonna be later, like April, or even not at all, include Mbeumo, and that includes also Bino Gittens and Leroy Sané. Which is very, very interesting because Dušan Vlahovic, when he was at Fiorentina, Arsenal were interested, he left us on red on WhatsApp messages. He laughed in our face, he went to Juventus, he's on 260 grand a week there, and he's loving life. Although in recent reports, they are talking about the facts that he's kind of butting heads with fans. The fans are criticizing him, he's not a big fan of him, or it is what it is. Mbeumo is the recent one that Arsenal could actually afford, about 40-50 million. Bino Gittens is available on the market, but apparently Borussia Dortmund want about 80 million for him, so I don't think that's gonna happen hella cheap. I don't think Arsenal will gonna pull that off. And Sané, well, we have been linked with Sané for the longest time, and today as well I was sitting in the rumor mills and everything, reading reports, and there were some rumors that actually Pep Guardiola and Manchester City would love to have Leroy Sané back. As wild as it sounds, they would want him back if there is a possibility. So we'll see how that goes, but ultimately from all these 4 players, the most realistic one in my opinion for Arsenal is Mbeumo. I think we all can agree that if we sign Mbeumo, that wouldn't be the worst signing for Arsenal in general in this summer window. Maybe then it would be Bino Gittens. I think Vlahovic would be the last option, despite the fact that I think we need striker to save our lives, like no tomorrow. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Apparently, Cunha agent made up Arsenal links to get better. Well, that's true. The same thing did... who else did this? Zubimendi. Sesko did the same thing. There were lots of these things. There are lots of those. Genuinely lots of those who are making these things up to get better deals. To some extent, I also believe that There was another player. There was another player Arsenal signed to some extent. No, that we were in for, that who basically did us over just to get a better deal. There was another one. I'm forgetting who it was, but there's another one. I just don't see how Vlahovic takes wage cut to come to Arsenal. But that is the thing. He's on 260,000 euros, which is about 245, 240, something like that, a week. On no, big up, by the way, big up Pepper in the chat. He wants Gittens. Sesko. They used to get. Wasn't it Douglas Luiz at Aston Villa? He had like a year or half a year left on his deal in January. Arsenal didn't want to pay 40 million. And 1 week later, he signed a new contract, another new 3 or 2 year deal. Wasn't it Douglas Luiz? And then he went to Juventus a year later or something like that. I think it was Douglas Luiz. I think so. There was something in those lines. Yeah, I think it might have been Douglas Luiz. Yeah. The Brazilian number 6 from Juventus now at the time from Aston Villa. Yeah, they use this to get better deals. Anyways, Buck, I just don't see how Vlahovic takes a wage cut. Vlahovic is on 240 pounds wise. Is it 240? Wait, let's check euros to pounds. Euros to pounds. 260 euros is 215 pounds. So if he comes to Arsenal, he would probably go to like 250. So he would, to be honest, if Vlahovic comes to Arsenal, we would have to pay him the same amount we are paying Jesus right now. 260, 265, something like that. So I don't even know. Wait. How much is he? Oh, 44 gross. Okay, 400. Okay, let's do this anyways. Euro to pounds. 427, right? That's 354,000 pounds a week. Only way he comes to Arsenal if he takes a wage cut. That's the only way he comes if he takes a wage cut. I don't think that is a thing. I don't think Arsenal will sign a player that gets like $500,000 a year, genuinely. Although we are playing Havertz and Jesus combined 550 a week, sorry. And they are doing fuck all. So might as well sack them both and sign Vlahovic. Maybe he will do more. We apparently want Douglas Luiz again and are talking to Juventus. Dude, is this like 2021, 22 when we want again players from those days? Because we are linked with Asensio again. We are linked... Someone else was there from the 2 years ago. I'm surprised we are not linked again with Jan Villa, Hussein Mouar, and players like that. Like, why we are not linked with them? No, I'm not saying he's bad. But it's the fact that we are in phase 5 of the process, as Arteta likes to say. We have already spent nearly 800 million, and we are still in necessity of about 6 to 8 more players to fix this team. And after 5 years, we are still going for the same players we were going in early stages. So is this progress? Are these phases evolving as Arteta likes to like brainwash us all the time? Well, at least he tries. Or are we just standing still? Because that for me is the biggest thing. That for me is the biggest question. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be happy if we got Douglas Luiz, especially if he can hit the form he was at Aston Villa, right? But ultimately, we were in for Douglas Luiz 3 years ago. And now we are in for him again. It's like we are rinse and repeat in the same cycle. There is no involvement. Because you would think that after 800 million spent, our team would be sorted. But we need another like 300 to 400 million to actually sort this shit out we have right now. And we need about 6-7 new signings just to fix the team, the current squad, to fix the bench and to fix the proper rotation. That for me is the annoying part. I don't mind assigning Douglas Luiz. I genuinely don't mind. But ultimately the most frustrating part is that we couldn't sign him, and now 3 years later we are going back for him again. It's like there is nobody better in this market anymore. Like there is nobody better. Sooner or later we will be back in Fofana. We will, and it's no wonder we are back. We are again linked with Šeško. Then there's of course Vlahovic. Who else is there? Zubimendi, Isak. It's all the time the same players. We were linked with them 2-3 years ago when we actually made sense to sign them. And now, when they would have helped us evolve to the point we are right now, with actually helping us to build a team because they actually are decent players, now we are still in the shithole where we need to fix those holes with the players we could have signed 2-3 years ago for half the price, genuinely half the price. Because we refused to pay about 70 million for Isak. 60-70 million from Real Sociedad. Now if we want Isak, we have to pay 150, 140, something like that. We needed to sign Douglas Luiz for 40. We probably will need to pay about 60-70 right now. That for me is a big thing. Pretty much feels that way. In this market, 800 million is not a lot. Chelsea spent 1.2 billion, still a mess. City took ages to build a proper squad. The thing is, City invested in all the levels, and they are where they are right now. Chelsea is a bit different. Chelsea just threw the money and they are working with what they have right now. And they are actually getting better, as weird as it sounds. For Arsenal, the biggest issue is, after 800 million spent, we are where we were, in a way, with a squad that is decent but not good enough to win the league. Our bench is the same level, if not the same level it was when Arteta came in, so nothing has changed. The players are on 2 times bigger salaries from the time that they came in. You can say inflation and all that crap, but the players are not that much better, let's be real. Because I much better, on a genuine level, would have Nicolas Pepe at right wing than play Havertz there. I much rather would have Lacazette at striker than Kai Havertz at the moment. Aubameyang at striker than Kai Havertz. Who else is there? To some extent, I actually much rather would have Theo Walcott than Kai Havertz up top. Again, the thing is, after 800 million, we haven't fixed anything. That's what it looks like from the outside. Because we are doing the same things, same issues, same scenarios, same problems. It feels like nothing has changed. That for me is the biggest issue. You would think that 800 million, you say it's not much. But at the same time, the way we have spent it, it doesn't look like we have spent it properly as well. Because we talked about it's like 400 million wasted down the drain. I would want Chris Wood there. And yeah, Chris Wood would be fantastic. By the way, I have perfect image for this. Nathan. I know you're here. Nathan. This is Mikel Arteta's every single signing for Arsenal. Every single signing where the 800 million have gone nearly. And now look at these players. You want to go through these and see which ones are actually a success? And the most players that have been here we are holding on to. Look at the goalkeepers. Matt Ryan. As a backup, he actually was semi-decent, but let's be real. Runnison, arguably the worst goalkeeper I have seen at Arsenal. Worse than Almunia, worse than Manone and the players like the goalkeepers like that. Matt Turner, let's not even get there. And Ramsdale, okay, somewhat decent. And Raya, decent. Okay, right backs. Cedric Bloody Suarez. Tomiyasu, who is injured all the time. Jurrien Timber, that has been a good one. And Ben White. And that has worked out solely because Arteta panicked and put him at right back. Because he came in as a center back. And in a one season we realized that he is going to be useless there. And when nothing works, basically shoot him out at right back. Similarly like it was with Kai Havertz. It didn't work at number 8. He panicked and put him up top. And it somehow worked. Same has gone with White, but it has worked to some extent. So technically we have Raya, Timber and White. 3 signings that are actually good. Center backs, Gabriel. Have to give them credit for that. Slow start, but we are amazing now. Kivior. Pablo Mari. Austin Trusty. What? I'm sorry, but what? Moving on to left back. Because it's not gonna get much better. It's not gonna get much better. Nuno Tavares, left back who kisses dogs. Zinchenko, beats a Bart Simpson politician. Ricardo Calafiori, Paris Fashion Week model who cannot defend and who is injured half the time. Who cannot play left back, and we haven't seen him at center back to make proper conclusions. So technically, all of those left backs pissed down the wind. 35 for Zinchenko, 45 for Calafiori, 8 for Tavares, that's 78 million. 78 million to end up playing Miles Lewis-Skelly there. And kid you not, Tomiyasu there, by the way, let's not forget that thing. Tomiyasu is playing there many times, so that's extra 25 million there to add to that. That's 105 million. And of course Timber to play left back as well half the time. When there is nobody. He has absolutely ruined that left side. And let's not forget Kivior also there has played. So that's about what, 150 million spent for left back position alone to not fix it at all. Basically. Because at the end of the day, we play Skelly there, who looks better than Calafiori and Zinchenko combined. We play Tierney there for one game, where in half a game, he looks better than all of these left backs on the screen combined throughout their whole career at Arsenal, by the way. Let's say it as it is. Tierney alone won us that FA Cup, in a way. He is the only player from that squad which won the FA Cup in the first half a season Arteta was here. Only player. Saka didn't play semi-finals or finals. Martinelli was injured. He is the only one who played in that final and semi-final. He's the only one. Lob balls over the top to Aubameyang against City when we played 5 at the back. 5 at the back against Chelsea. Lob balls over the top when Aubameyang carried us there. So that has gone well. Let's move into number 6. Thomas Partey. Good signing. Let's be real. Good signing if he can stay fit. Sambi Lokonga. That has gone well. He plays in Sevilla on loan at the moment. Who got eliminated from Copa del Rey yesterday, or day before yesterday, by Spanish Segunda team, Almeria, and result was 4-0 if I'm not mistaken, or 4-1, something like that. And Jorginho. Somewhat decent signing at the time, but let's be real, not good enough. We move into left 8. Declan Rice. Decent. Let's be real, but not full potential unlocked. And I still believe we hell overpaid for him. 80 million at best. 105, no chance in hell. Mikel Merino. No idea what he brings to the team. Why is he here? And what is he good at? Dani Ceballos. Who? Genuinely don't remember him too much. However, since he's left Arsenal, he's still at Real Madrid and has won about 12 trophies since he's left Arsenal from loan, by the way. Number 10, Martin Odegaard. Okay, cool. Decent signing. 35 million has worked out. Fabio Vieira. 35 million. What the fuck is happening here? Anyways, moving on. Right wing, Willian and Marquinhos. Marquinhos, a guy who cries when he scores, and Willian, who when he leaves Arsenal, he has a beer belly. Money well spent, dumbasses. Moving on, left wing. Trossard and Sterling. Trossard, in January, decent signing, let's be real. He carried us, he was balling, it's just that now he's, well, kind of trash at the moment, but it is what it is. Raheem Sterling, it's not 2018 anymore. Let's give it over, let's be real. Striker department. Gabriel Jesus. Decent striker if he didn't get injured, and I still believe he would be a decent striker if Arteta in that first season didn't rush him back when we were in the title race, for him to get injured 2 games later and then require 2 more surgeries on that knee. That has ruined him completely. And Kai Havertz, of course. The less said than better. So ultimately, if we look at these signings, right? David Raya, Timba, White, Gabriel, Partey, Rice. I have to put Odegaard there because it is what it is. Louis Trossard. 8 players. 8 players. I would say somewhat decent. If it was overly critical, it would be just 4 players. Raya, Timba, Gabriel, and Partey. It would be only 4 players. For me. Genuinely 4. And then maybe 5 would be Ben White, right? And Arteta has signed 5 goalkeepers, 11 defenders, 8 midfielders, 6 attackers. And that is kind of bullcrap because Havertz was signed as a midfielder. You cannot even count him as a forward. So ultimately, he has signed 30 players. And we just said that 5 are good enough from all this time. 30 players and 5 are good enough. That's 1/6. That's 16% success rate of players he has signed. And let's not forget, the players that are carrying the team were already here when he joined. Saliba and Saka. They already were here when they joined. Miles Lewis-Skelly was in the academy. Emil Smith-Rowe was carrying the team. They all were in the academy or just promoted from the academy. Martinelli as well, he was here already when Arteta came. So half of the squad that is actually carrying Arsenal on the line all these 5 years is not even signed by him. It's the players that were here. So this is basically on the screen right now where the 800 million have gone off to. And if you look at this picture, can you honestly say that that's money well and smart spent? These 800 million. Well and smart spent with a future in mind and proper development in mind. Can you honestly say that? Especially that left back side. Because that's 150 million down the drain when nobody is decent on that left side whatsoever. Nathan instantly puts skulls and coffins in. White would be great. Yeah, exactly. Ben White would be fantastic as a right center back. I think Calafiori would be very decent as a left-sided center back in a back 3, for example. But that means Gabriel or Saliba is left out of the team. Arguably. But if we play 5 at the back, 3 at the back, we can play Gabriel, Saliba, White. Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. Timber can be a wing back, maybe. Trusty the process, man. Oh, remember the days when we signed Austin Trusty and we said this thing? Oh my goodness gracious. Kivior got cooked by everyone, not just Sane. He got cooked by everyone. Jorginho may be the best signing or top 3. Jorginho, arguably, if you take in count the age, money spent on him and everything, could arguably be, pound per pound, maybe the most consistent signing Arsenal has had. Under Mikel Arteta, at least. He has made over the years. But overall, about 5-6 signings at best have been decent. Rest of them, wasted money and wasted potential. Gabriel, Jorginho, Timba. Yeah, you can add Raya, White, and Partey in that equation. That's about it. Kivior is a Polish center back who flinches. I can't believe we found the only Polish defender who is more like a mouse. What did you expect? It's Mikel Arteta. It's his recruitment. It's actually kind of embarrassing to think about this. It's hella embarrassing to think where this 800 million has gone to. And that doesn't even include the wages we are paying these bums, and we're paying for these bums, by the way. That's just straight up what we paid for them. Let's be real as well. It's genuinely embarrassing. Anyways, here we go. Where is that Pixao guy that Nathan really wants to talk about? Here we go. Arsenal are interested in Liverpool as well. Our club scouted Feyenoord's winger Igor Pixao, 24 in recent times. The player could move this month for around 30 to 35 million. 24, 30, 35 million. That's about 30 million pounds, a bit less. Right in Arsenal's price range, knowing things. However, so far no talks have taken places and no offers have been made. Pixao, if I'm not mistaken, is hella tiny as well. He is very tiny, and he is Well, let's just put it this way. He's 168 centimeters tall, so that's what, 5'9", 5'8", something like that. His stats in Eredivisie this season: 17 games, 4 goals, 9 assists. Champions League, 6 games, 1 goal, 4 assists for Feyenoord. In Johan Cruyff Cup, he has done nothing. He was signed straight from Coritiba 2 years ago for 4.5 million. His value is now 17, so he's not that great of a value. But based on stats, I'm not sure whether he's good or not. Wait, let's check overall balance and let's see. We need Eredivisie. In Eredivisie, in 76 games, in first season he just joined, 7 in 28, 7 plus 5. In 31 last season, in 9 plus 4. This season, in 17 games, he already has better stats. Well, the same stats, technically. So that technically means he is having, currently at least, a better season than last year. I forget about all this as my mind was memory college so that I don't lose my head, dude. It's better to forget these things when we look at those signings, genuinely. I have no idea, I'm not gonna lie. Haven't watched Feyenoord that much to figure this out. Maybe we should call Arne Slot and ask him how good is Paixão. Because he was his manager, maybe he knows. I hope he's not another Marquinhos. Well, technically he has much more experience than Marquinhos. He's playing in Champions League. He's one of the leaders of Feyenoord, by the way. I think together with Jimenez, they have some very decent partnership going on there. So it will be very interesting to see. Now, one thing though. Injury history, that is one thing we need to look at. And to be honest, very durable. That's until he comes to Arsenal, if he comes, by the way. We all know that players are very durable until they come to Arsenal, so we'll see. But in his career, overall, in about 6-year, 7-year career, he has missed only 5 games. That's actually, with hamstrings, by the way, that's already a worry, given that we are talking about Arsenal here and how many hamstrings we get. But that's actually not that bad of a deal. We should be looking at... Let's look at Champions League. How is he doing in Champions League? Last year he did nothing. This year he's doing something. Here we go. This year. Lost to Leverkusen 4. I was watching that game against Leverkusen, by the way. Girona game, 2-3 win. He got an assist. Against Benfica, 2 assists. Lost to Salzburg. Oh, they drew against Man City and he assisted. Oh, that was that game. I watched that game as well. And win against Sparta Prague, 4-2. And he assisted in that game as well. So, go figure. Ultimately, go figure, I guess. This is like a 50-50 one. I just don't understand this club only send players available but not making signings. Well, don't worry. Don't worry, we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow in the evening, we will see. The conman will say we are on one. To be honest, as I said in the intro of this video, this is the most important game of the season tomorrow. Because this will basically tell if Arsenal will win anything. Because if we crash out of Carabao Cup, I have no trust that we're gonna win the FA Cup. And I have no trust that we're gonna win the Premier League. And I have no trust we're gonna win Champions League. Haha. So basically, if we crash out of Carabao Cup, which technically is the easiest cup to win of all the 4 cup competitions we are in, might as well pack it up, sack him off, and go and start fresh, basically, at the end of the day. They always play crap at Emirates. You would hope for that. That is the big thing. Then again, in the last 2 years, we have gone to St. James Park and we have had 1 shot on target in 2 games. In 2 years at St. James Park. So it doesn't fill me with too much confidence. On top of that, Newcastle are flying at the moment. And that is the biggest worry. Obviously, the biggest news that could help Arsenal, obviously, is the fact that... Where is this thing? Where is this thing? Where is this thing? I definitely liked it. Here we go. Fabian Schär and Bruno Guimaraes will both miss the game on Carabao Cup due to suspensions. That is the only thing that is going Arsenal's way. That is the only thing currently. Fan confidence is lower than it's been for... Yeah, it's very low, I'm not gonna lie. And we are playing in no more red, white kit against Man U, so that's an L. Oh, dude. If we are playing in that kit, that... Oh, we are dusted instantly. No Arsenal play. We play, yeah. We play. They don't do that well as well many times. But ultimately, at the moment, they're on fire. And for me tomorrow, we must win 2-3 nothing to have at least a chance to win at their ground, to go progress through. Because second game, of course, is at St. James Park. At St. James Park, we have had one shot on target in 2 years. We don't do good there in the last few years. And on top of that, if we look in our away record this season, out of all, how many? 12, 13 away games? We have had 2 clean sheets. Against Spurs and against someone else. In the rest of the games, we can see the goal at least once. That is also a thing. We cannot keep a clean sheet in away games. Which will be hella annoying. And very hard to watch. And you say Gordon is cooking. Your boy, he is. And Isak is cooking as well. He's in a very nice scoring form at the moment. We have not lost a game at Emirates yet. We haven't. But it will, at some point, the penny has to drop. We didn't lose a game in 2014 as well until we played Aston Villa at home and Havertz in midfield. That also was fun, wasn't it? I would trade Calafiori for Hall. Dude, I would trade Calafiori for Hall. I would trade the... what's its face? Merino for Bruno. I would trade Havertz for Isak. I would trade half the squad if I had a chance. Isak, final score. Dude. That is the biggest thing. Arsenal want to sign Isak. If we want to have any chance to sign Isak, we need to shut him down and beat them. That is the best way, because it will be audition in a way for Arsenal, for Isak, and for Isak for Arsenal as well. It will go both ways. Similarly like it was against Sporting Lisbon. It was Arsenal's audition for Gyökeres and Gyökeres' audition for Arsenal at the same time. This is the same instance with Isak at the moment. We need to show Isak that we are the better team. We need to. Will we? I have no idea. Who remembers he cooked us last? Dude. Exactly. It's our audition for Isak. But let's not forget, if Isak wants to play for Arsenal, it's also Isak's audition for Arsenal. So that could go both ways. That could be very tricky in that regard. But 100%, Newcastle will play a very tight game. Very tight game as they usually do. And I'm kind of scared that without Bukayo Saka and everything, we could be kind of screwed. I will be a Spurs fan when they play. Dude! I don't want to get too much into this. But if you say you are a Spurs fan when they play Liverpool, embarrassing. I'll just put it that way. I will never be a Spurs fan no matter what the outcome. Genuinely. Even when the Spurs were playing City last year, I wasn't a Spurs fan. I was upset that Son missed, that City didn't lose and everything, but I never was a Spurs fan. I kid you not. That's the same thing, like... Who watches NHL here, for example? NHL, anyone? Like, so who watches NHL? Like, you know, when Ottawa Senators play Toronto Maple Leafs or Montreal Canadiens and everything, you will never be a support for the other team for you to get any favors. For me, I don't know, it's unacceptable for me. It's the same as Lakers fans will never chant Clippers fans' names, Clippers team name, and just the same as Clippers will never chant Lakers. It's like that all the time. I can't even attack without 17. Dude, that 17-year-old was the best attacker we had, and now he's injured as well. Eddie Howe has got... He has on speed dial as well, by the way. Especially at St. James Park. Partially at Emirates as well. Not as much, but to some extent as well. I hate Liverpool worse than Spurs. Can't stand... Dude, just hope that they both lose. Try about it, go that way. No Saka, Odegaard has turned shit. We're gonna play center back because Saliba and Gabriel don't play in Carabao Cup as I haven't gonna play. To be honest, in the position we are in currently, we cannot afford to play young players. Because I have 100% trust and belief that Newcastle will put out one of their best teams possible. Because Newcastle know they're not gonna win the league. They will finish maybe top 6 at the end of the season. But sure damn well they're gonna go hard for the cups. That's what teams that have quote unquote no hope for winning the league major trophy should be doing. And I think Newcastle will go full hard for it because they have a good chance against Arsenal to get into the finals, and whether they like it or not, they will have a good chance either against Spurs or against Liverpool in the finals as well if they get through. No matter how they look at it, they will have a very good chance. So Arsenal cannot afford at this stage to play youngsters in a way. Skelly, okay, cool, I'm fine with that. But to play Aiden Heaven, Porter in goal, or Setford in goal, Oyedeji, Kabia, Maldini, players like that, no. And on top of that, by the way, this is one of the trophies that over the last 5 years, Mikel Arteta has treated like trash. Always third or fourth round exits. FA Cup, Carabao Cup. At this season, his job is kind of hanging in the balance, and he all of a sudden is starting to take them seriously. So I kind of thought that he's going to play a very strong team. Because it's semi-finals. And we all know how we usually do, especially at St. James Park. So this might be our only chance to get some sort of a result to actually have a chance when we go to Newcastle as well. Havertz is sick. Martinelli has lost his form and Trossard has hit his midlife 30 crisis. We have gone... What we gonna do? We are cooked. Sterling injured. Tomiyasu injured. Dude, we have the smallest squad in the league. We made it even thinner this summer. Let's be real. We are done. We are cooked. And we are just... I'm very interested how tomorrow will look on social media. Because this will go two ways. Because if Arsenal win, I think fans will be somewhat okay. Somewhat, because they're second leg. If we either draw or, not God forbid, lose, it will be another massive meltdown in the fan base. I won't stream tomorrow because I can't. The game ends at midnight my time. So I cannot actually realistically stream. I will stream on the next day. But I kind of believe that the fan base will go into a meltdown. A big one as well. If we lose especially. That is a big worry for me. Jesus has gone missing. Yeah, purple patch is over. I know that I'm late, but I was waiting for the announcement from Arsenal. Where was it? What? Martinelli, dude. Personally, I would take Nwaneri or Rashford right now. We don't have a choice. For me, I get why you would take it because desperate times call for desperate measures. At the same time, you cannot lower your standards that low as well. And if push comes to shove, I much rather sign no one, sack Arteta, get a new manager in, and give money to that new manager, the money you potentially would have given Arteta for the new signings. I'm quite also interested to see what kind of result could other managers get with this team. Because the way we are playing football under Mikel Arteta currently, it's making me sick. I'm not excited to watch Arsenal. I'm not excited to watch us score goals. I'm not excited when Arsenal play. Solely because the way Mikel Arteta wants to play has sucked the whole soul and essence out of football and the love I got when I was watching Arsenal. He has done it this over the years. Because 2 years ago, we were the most exciting team to watch in the league. Fast forward 2 years, it's like watching graveyard zombies. Genuinely. It's embarrassing and there is no joy to watch football. I was watching... Who played? Yesterday? Yeah. That United-Liverpool game, 2-2. That game was quite fantastic to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Very exciting game. And I kid you not, it was more exciting than Arsenal's games in the last 3 weeks combined, by the way. That's how bad it is, personally. That's a big, big worry. Arteta has sucked the enjoyment out of football. Fully. Cunha signed a new contract and Arsenal won't splash the cash and they haven't. Arsenal have the money, they just don't spend. Well, Nathan's not happy. Bro said he should have won the 2 titles, but I ain't seen him push. That Ipswich game was the worst I've seen in many years, dude. that Ipswich game, I think the game against Shakhtar was shockingly awful as well. To be honest, Arsenal this season has had maybe 3 games that are actually quite enjoyable to watch. It was PSG at home, Crystal Palace Cup game, and another one. Rest of them have been quite dreadful to watch. Genuinely abysmal, shocking, painful, and I much rather drink bleach than watch those games again. Oh yeah, Shakhtar one. Because Shakhtar we won by a sheer luck, because Martinelli took a shot, it hit the post, hit Rybak or whoever was in goal, Rizhnik, whatever, on the back, and it went into the goal. If that doesn't happen, it's a 0-0 draw. Because we did nothing in that game overall. Newcastle game, yeah, that as well. Newcastle game over 2 years, you can count both. It ain't as bad as the Fulham game. And Bournemouth, dude, Fulham, yeah, Bournemouth. We got dominated by Bournemouth. We made Bournemouth look like prime Barcelona, with MSN up top, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets in the midfield, and all these guys. We made them cook like no tomorrow. Brighton. Who else? There was another game. And the Inter, we couldn't even attack. Yeah, Inter as well. 46 crosses against Inter Milan. And Arteta had the nerve to come out and say in post-match interview that we deserve to win that game. We deserve to win that game. What the hell are you on? Chris Wood has just made it 2-0 to Forest. Oh, bloody hell. Would love to have Chris Wood at Arsenal. To be honest, in this Arsenal's model, the way we are playing, having Danny Welbeck also wouldn't be the worst thing, if you ask me. Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood, from Hudson-Odoi and Elanga assisted to Gibbs-White. How we are looking? Nottingham Forest are third in the table. Only third because of goal difference, by the way. Just putting it out there. Just because of goal difference. That's how mad it is. And if you actually look at this, it's actually quite embarrassing. Look, this is with updated scores if the games finishes as they are now. Arsenal are sitting second in the table. 6 points behind Liverpool. They have game in hand, right? Currently, Arsenal are 6 points away from first, and they are 6 points ahead of sixth, which is Man City. Man City have offered already Marmoush a contract, by the way. They have offered Marmoush a contract. They're looking at Kabasov, a defender from loans as well. And they're looking at someone else. And on top of that, if Liverpool win that game against Everton, the difference is 9 points, right? And if we look from us 9 points, we are 9th in the table. We are the same difference that can happen between Arsenal and Liverpool is what separates Arsenal, who are second, from Fulham, who are 9th. Just put it that way. Newcastle can catch us 5 points. City will catch us at some point 100%. Don't sleep on Forest, by the way, because they could overtake us as well at some point long term. This is genuinely scary and amazing to look at. Yep. My FPL, thank you, Wood, dude. And we can't even attack or even counter-attack. We cannot even counter-attack with Saka in the team. Force the Forest, dude. Newcastle may catch us, yep. And City will catch us. That's the worst part in this. Apparently Liverpool are ahead of City for Marmoush. But City offered him a contract. Bro, Forest is creeping up. They are on the level of points. They are not even creeping behind. We are on the same points. Only difference is goal difference. That's it. I don't see Ederson leaving. I don't as well. I got Wood too. Dude. Naughty. As long as you are not looking at Calafiori pictures or Merino pictures, all good. Although, if you are, not judging. Milenkovic in FPL. Oh, not bad. Even Bournemouth is playing better. Dude, it feels like every team is better playing than Arsenal. This weekend, Ipswich were playing better football than Arsenal. That's the worst part. Look at Ipswich is playing better football than Arsenal. Yeah, I see you. Anyhow, anyone want some waffles? Anything? Anyone want to see what Coneman has said on the pre-game conference? Or you want to look at some transfer news still? Apparently, John Duran is available. Aston Villa have quoted that they want 60 million from John Duran. By the way, they want 60 million from John Duran. What phase is McKenna in? Winning games, playing beautiful football. Ipswich more silky than Arsenal. Yep, they are. They are actually. That's what mad it is. Bro, Brentford are better than us, 100%. Brighton, many teams. Arsenal are the ones that make other teams look good, and they can't even make themselves look good. Paid them the money. Yep, I guess, yeah. John Duran, 60 million, and he's yours. Apparently, that's according to TalkSport and reports. Arsenal apparently are interested again in Rafinha, which I think it's a never-ending saga. Roger's angry. Isak makes extra admission. Isak has spoken about his love for playing Premier League. Newcastle, it's extra special. Nobody cares. Sago Jr. Yeah, Sago Jr. has returned from Shrewsbury. No, it's 18 games. He did fuck all there. Arsenal again are interested in Dušan Vlahovic, 54 million striker. Why? I have no idea. Arsenal again are interested in, of course, Rafinha. Arsenal are reportedly battling out with Liverpool for Paixão as well. So nothing changes. Genuinely nothing changes. United are still in for Gyökeres. Oh yeah. Retegi, where is that Retegi guy? Where is it? This one. Apparently Arsenal and Villa both are interested in Atalanta forward Matteo Retegi. That's the guy who missed a penalty and missed a header when Raya made a double save, if you were wondering. Brentford 10 times better than us. Everyone contributed their attack for us. Yeah, for a change, Arsenal I think are the only team which basically forces its attackers to defend near their own box. 100%. We need a young striker with high confidence to come rock the boat. That's Retegi, ironically enough. He's having a breakout season, technically season of his life for Atalanta and everything. Can see Durant is hungry. Yeah, Durant as well would be amazing for that. Retegi is a BCM. Well, what can you do? Arsenal and Villa are linked. We'll see. The interesting part is, why is Villa linked with him? Because this means either Duran is leaving, or Villa are preparing for Duran to leave, or Watkins is leaving. One of the two. Because what's the necessity for them to have Watkins, Duran, and Retegi? There has to be something to it. Genuinely must be something to it. Now, I'm not sure who the fuck is this guy. But this. Arsenal have made an initial loan offer to Botafogo for another Igor, by the way. We had Igor Stepanovs at Arsenal. We are interested in Igor Paixão. And now we have apparently for Igor Jesus with an option to buy for 20 million. The deal for the striker has been rejected. Insert the Conor McGregor meme. Who the fuck is that guy? Dude, he's 23. That's first of all. He's a number 9. That's what you need to know first, by the way. No, not Retegi. I don't want any more series. Exactly. Who is this guy? Igor Jesus. Exactly. It's Igor from like Paixão and Stepanos. I mean, it's Jesus. Like, it's Jesus and everything. This club just buy gimmicks based on... It feels that way, basically. I haven't heard of him as well. He's from Brazilian League, plays for Botafogo, Serie A in Brazil. I know that much at least. 15 million. He just burst into the scene in Serie A. He has played one big season there. He played for Cortibia there in 2020 when he was, 19? Then he went to Shabab and to... I think then he went to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Then he went, yeah, to Saudi. Yeah, Saudi, and then he gone back for free for Botafogo this summer. What did he do here? Wait, why did I press it here? What the fuck is happening? Anyways, Serie A. We need this. We need Botafogo. 22 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. Looks hella good. Looks very good as a striker. He has played full... Mostly when he plays a full 90, he gets a point, predominantly. He has decent games. He hasn't done much. 22 games, 16 started, 6 as the sub. Huh. So he's nothing special. He hasn't been injured whatsoever as well. Yet he has won how many bloody trophies? 1. Brazilian champion. Copa Libertadores winner, by the way. You are United Arab Emirates champion. Super Cup winner twice with your United Arab Emirates team. And your United Arab Emirates League Cup winner. So basically, in his 5-6 years of professional football, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he has won 6 trophies already. Dude. He has won Copa Libertadores. You know how hard it is to win Copa Libertadores alone? Holy crap. Although knowing how Brazilian strikers are working, I don't trust this bum ass one single bit, by the way. Don't trust him whatsoever. Mikel meets Mikel, collecting the gubbies. Exactly, collecting the gubbies and having Jesuses all over the place. I prefer we just sign rejects now if we are gonna sign some random players. Heard we are after Gabriel Peck too. Dude. We are hoping for Victor, but with the only Victor we can sign is Victor Anichebe, most likely. That's about it. Heard we are signing Kuba and Coleman. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday and the day before. It's again all over the place. And when you are signing Gyökeres, yep, that's the case as well. I don't trust Brazil strikers. Yeah, Richarlison, Fred, Adriano, although Adriano was a bad boy striker. Pato, ruined by injuries. Nilmar. Although there have been some nice Brazilian strikers, but ultimately it's a very hit and miss at the end of the day. Kubo Twerk Merchant. That's Pepper, by the way. Pepper is a Kubo Twerk Merchant. He twerks hard for Kubo. Similarly like you are twerking for Gasperini. He has won trophies in Arsenal in these past... That's the thing. That bum, in his 5 years, basically, he started his professional career when Arteta took over Arsenal. In those years, he has won 6 fucking trophies while Mikel Arteta has won 1. Like, how does that even work? If we sign striker only African on Germany. Not sure about that one, Chief. No wonder, yeah. If you don't watch La Liga, you need to have something special to hear about some sort of players. Bring me Kubo as a sucker backup. Bro wants full Krug. Bro, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. The way we are playing, he maybe wouldn't be the worst one, given that he comes off the bench for Germany and instantly fixes what Havertz can't do on the pitch as well. So maybe that actually could work to a T to some extent. Bro wants full Krug. What a fucking comment. Anyways, some sort of a bum. Nobody cares. Anything else? It doesn't look like we have anything else in terms of that. Arsenal interested? Yeah. We are interested in... That's about Vlahovic, so nobody cares. But we have something else. We have... Cone Man music. We have the Cone Man music. Bro, these Brazilian strikers are shit nowadays. You can barely find any good... It's very hard to find proper Brazilian. Given the fact that, at least myself, right? I have grown up on Brazilian, Joga Bonito, free roam talent who play football like you score how many you can. We gonna score how many we want, right? Watching 95% of these Brazilians play today, it's genuinely like watching old grandmas play at the end of the day. Boniface hype died so quick. Kinda. Kubo is Japanese Messi, that's his nickname. I don't care. I don't want this. Because Man United fans call Diallo the Ivorian Messi and all that stuff. They have Zerkamp, aka Zerbatov, aka Zergzi as well. So we don't talk about that here. It's time for me to head out. Had enough waffle for the breakfast. You don't want to hear this, right? Big up. Thanks for dropping by. The Jokeres hype died for me. I don't know how people still glaze him. Dude, he scored 4 goals. No, 3. He scored a hat-trick in the beginning of the year as well. He's still up there. Anyways. Some Coneman music. Let's see what Mikel Arteta is waffling about today. If you have your syrup, sit back and enjoy and have a snack. Nwaneri's injury. Unfortunately, he picked up an injury and is going to be out for a few weeks. It's a muscular injury, only if Kai Havertz will be back. I hope so, but I don't want to say yes, because last time I said I thought he was going to be fit, and he wasn't. On if there's issues with illnesses, yes. If we could be missing other players, hopefully not. So that basically means we gonna miss few more players as well. Hopefully not, it's not the answer you wanna hear. On how much importance he places on the semi-final, very excited to play the game in front of our crowd. The semi-final, an opportunity to earn the right to be in the final, and that starts tomorrow with 2 legs. Obviously, they are going to be 2 long games against a very competitive team. We know that, but very excited. We need a big atmosphere in our stadium. Blah, blah, blah. On what winning the competition would do for the squad, I don't know. We have to win tomorrow. There's still far to go, so we have to try and be the opposition to win the game. Blah, blah, blah. On how to stop Alexander Isak. Oh, here we go. He's a top player and a top scorer, scoring a lot of goals, and we're trying to minimize the strength of the opposition. That's a big part of the plan that we're playing any opponent. Yeah, blah, blah, blah again. So nothing special so far. Newcastle's midfield, I think about my players, the ones that we have available, and how to get the best out of them. Oh, that just screams that we gonna get run over in the midfield like we were against Aston Villa, like Rodgers were running through us again. That answer just screams that. That was good, but haven't seen him score consistent since summer. Yeah, that's the big thing. I think a lot of depends also on the manager. The way he kinda raises the player, gives him the confidence, because many players, despite being on good form, they get that extra boost when they feel the confidence coming from the manager. And if manager goes, it's a bit of they get in a bit of a slump. He's a goal scoring machine, I shake. And who the fuck is Marquinhos? Marquinhos. What bro even here for? Haven't seen him in the squad, haven't seen him play. The Arsenal is random drilling zone. Dude, I seen he scored against Zurich. You don't remember in Europa League in group stages? He scored the first goal against Zurich, cried his eyes out, then he came on a random sub, and then he got loaned out to Norwich instantly. On Brighton penalty on the weekend, I gave my opinion. Unfortunately, we played twice against Brighton on another reason for 45 minutes with 10 men, another with a penalty, and clearly it's not a penalty, but those, yeah, you don't. If there's any chance to add the squad... Hold on. On if there's any chance to add to the squad before the end of the January. That hasn't changed. Again, the focus is our players. I'm about to genuinely punch my monitor about right now. Whatever is in the market, we are very alert, but the priority is working with the players that we have at the moment. And tomorrow night, which is a big night for us, it's not a yes, it's not a no. So basically, it's a no at the end of the day. Oh, I hate this. There are people saying we have the money, then there are people, Arteta saying we don't have the money, basically, by stating this. It's genuinely insane. Only if the semi-final should be one game, it doesn't matter. There are 2 beautiful games to play. My opinion doesn't count, unfortunately. So if I have to pick, it would be one and at home. If you have to give me a chance, that's the one. Everyone would love to play one game, and that would be at home. Let's be real. What Eddie Howe has done different recently? Oh bloody hell! I don't know. That's a question for him there. How you don't know? Like, I know it's a mind game in a way when you say you don't know. But if this is truth any to this, that you don't fucking know what he's done different with the team, how the fuck you gonna win against them? Because we saw that you genuinely don't know what is going on when you play at St. James Park 2 years in a row. What inkling do you have that you're gonna know what's gonna happen at home then? They're a tough opponent and everybody because they're really good side. Yeah. On being able to hear the VAR in the stadium during semifinals. That is the new VAR announcement. Any decision that brings clarity and communication that is clear and transparent, I think it's helpful. Apparently, you will be able to hear the VAR in the stadium during the semifinals. That will, if there will be a questionable decision, that will cause such a chaos. It actually could be nuts. On how hard to coach the players on what the laws of the game are now, work by the rules and try to coach them. What the hell? The rules are the rules. You coach them. On if it's easy for him, sometimes it's for coaching because for the, yeah. On if he enjoys this season, I love it. We are in all the competitions. We are here we want to be in most of them. We are where we want to be in most of them. Okay, I get it. Obviously in the league, for a lot of circumstances, we are not where we want to be, which is top. I understand that. The willingness to bear every single day to try blah blah blah. These are challenges, okay. On how the players are feeling, we discussed the situation, the fact that we have to use the I'm falling asleep reading this waffle, by the way. We have to use players in positions that they probably haven't played in before. Oh, Saka is playing left back tomorrow or what? Oh no, he's injured, he cannot play. Havertz right wing tomorrow if he's fit. Who's gonna play right wing tomorrow, interestingly enough? We are learning a lot from what I have learned. On Kieran Tierney, there's no news, he's our player. Play him then. On how hard to be tactically trying to come up with solutions to problems. It's a good learning process. It's not only tactically but also preparation training with very few players. Today we had 7 or 8 players with us just to fill the squad, which isn't normal, but it's a weird way to learn. But I'll take it. I cannot change, so it's... We don't even have one starting 11 to play. And let's be real, of those 7 or 8 players, at least 1 or 2 were goalkeepers. So technically we had about 6 or 5 outfield players only in the training. That's what you get when you waste 800 million down the Swanee, done by proper backups, no rotation, everyone's injured or sick. On Mikel Merino's adaptation to the theme, okay. On how a 2-leg tie with the away leg last. Nobody cares. On having to be reactive in the January window and lowering our expectations. Why we have to lower our expectations? What is this crap about? We have to lower our expectations. How about you win me a goddamn fucking Premier League title? 21 years waiting. How about you win a FA Cup? 5 years waiting. How about you win Carabao Cup? Feels like I'm waiting for 60 years. How about you win Premier League? Champions League. You've never fucking done it. And for once accept that top 4 is not a trophy. Challenging is not a trophy. But actually winning, lifting the trophy is an achievement. Not scoring the most goals. Not being only 2 points behind. Or maybe getting a draw with 10 men. Fucking moron. Hopefully it's not because we have set high standards. We really want to only have players here coming from our academy. We have to sing. I get my headache with that rant. Fucking hell. On hoping Emirates atmosphere, yeah, on whether it was a mistake not to have winter break this year. Certainly it would have helped. Obviously it would have helped everyone, but there's no chance. Or whether it's impossible for our players to play. Sometimes it's credit to the opposition as well because it can be extremely demanding, blah blah blah. On when Raheem's telling, hopefully very soon. On how Ethan is doing, I really don't know. He said I'm feeling something but I don't really know what it is. He has learned the right to step up and blah blah blah. It's such a shame. Ethan finally gets a chance and he instantly gets injured. That is just insane. But anyhow, let's remove this. I don't want to see this waffle anymore. I told you Baleba was baller. You didn't believe. I didn't say don't believe you. I just don't think he's the right man. For me, I need the proven winners right now. First, we have to find how to attack as a team. Exactly. How to do high-speed passing, one-touch cross. It feels like we don't know how to cross first time, do proper crossing and everything. It's actually mad. I hate to say this, but Ben White is coming back sooner, I hear. Oh, he's getting rushed back. Well, that's what I hear. But why? We have Timber. Benny is coming back now. Sell the injury Yasu. already on pile empty or Aina. Aina is not moving. Although we will need in summer a new left back as well as it sounds. So I guess it is what it is. But yeah, tomorrow, a rough game. I don't know what to even predict. Okay. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Arteta as the most stubborn, most no ball knowledge manager I've seen, bro. Played for Arsenal when they win trophies, but can't win trophies for us. Dude, he was bang average player everywhere he went, and he's a bang average manager right now. Doesn't matter how much money he gets. Pepper is going 1-1. Interesting. I'm going 2-2. I don't think we have enough to win this game. Ironically enough, every time I have predicted a draw, we have won the game. So maybe, hopefully that it happens, but who knows. But anyways, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. Let's see tomorrow. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I'm going either for a 1-1-2 or a barely 1-0 win. You are hoping for a clean sheet. That's very hopeful, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm saying even 2-2. With the attack we have, with the injuries and everyone we have, how are we gonna score the 2 goals as well? I'm kind of lost. Why did I say 2-2? But I'm just gonna stick with it. 2-2 draw. Anyways, I think on that note, I'm gonna end the stream here. Of course, like, share it, subscribe if you're new around here. Like the thing. Have a great evening. Enjoy the football tomorrow. Obviously, I won't be live tomorrow. I will be live on Wednesday. See you guys then. Take care and enjoy football tomorrow.